realize them. This is where DoBot M1 gets in. DoBot M1 is an industrial-level robotic arm production platform. It's precise, fast, and extendable, and also affordable. It can be your 3D printer, laser engraver, soldering machine, or whatever else you build upon it. Yes, you can build one. DoBot M1 has 0.02 millimeters repeatability and 1.5 kilogram payload. With these standardized, easy-to-change heads, you can easily turn this power into productivity. Like 3D printing, it can print your product with fluency and details. 2 colors? No problem. Or use laser to engrave your unfading masterpiece. Or do sophisticated soldering, customizing your PCB circuit board better than a pro. Besides being multifunctional, DoBot M1 is also easy to master and develop. DoBot M1 supports Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connection. You can connect to multiple arms at once and control them via our app on PC or smartphone. With a force-sensitive 3D mouse, you can control DoBot M1 as precisely as you want. No more trying and guessing on a confusing software. With its handhold teaching feature, you can input coordinates in the fastest and most intuitive way. DoBot M1 is programmable via the integrated APIs. You can use official or self-built developing environment, or use this visualized programming interface, making things a lot easier. But we don't stop here. DoBot M1 is highly extendable. There are no limits to your imagination on it. The maximum reach of DoBot M1 is 400 millimeters, which is enough for most of the situations. But why don't we think bigger, when it can actually go further? Or use a camera for visual. With its fast and accurate image recognizing algorithm, it can distinguish colors without making one mistake. DoBot M1 loves companions. They can work seamlessly together, processing paperwork way faster than humans could. Ultimately, DoBot M1 is built to replace manpower in production line, working day and night non-stop. The built-in mapping and path planning system provides this excellent mobility, providing inventory management service in your warehouse. To be able to create so much value, DoBot M1 has been built with extraordinary performance. The perfect calibration of the high-performance DC servo motor, harmonic reducer, and kinematic algorithm has brought out the best of both strength and speed. Repeatability of 0.02 millimeters. Maximum payload of up to 1.5 kilograms. Angular speed of up to 200 degrees per second. It's also a steady player, never slips up. Everyone loves creating things, and having a robotic arm is awesome. With DoBot M1, it's no longer a giant business's privilege to use professional robotic arms. Everyone can now benefit from a cost-effective, user-friendly robotic arm technology. So when a new idea hits you, DoBot M1 will be ready. All you have to do is say yes.
Industrial robots are too expensive and hard to use. However, they could save you time at home, help you do creative work, or learn new technologies. So, why keep these benefits away from you? Meet Nerio One, the first accessible 6-axis robotic arm. Nerio One is a low-cost and user-friendly robot made out of 3D printing and open-source technologies. It was created so everyone can use it. For makers, Nerio One can help you learn robotics and be your perfect coworker. It can easily pick and place many kinds of objects. For example, to automate a 3D printer. Do anything your imagination can create just by easily changing the end effector tool. With Nerio One, reproduce industrial use cases such as drilling or drawing on any surface with any orientation. Nereo 1 is great for robotics education. For students to learn, but also for children. They can get to know more about new technologies and get some programming basics. So much fun involved. Nereo 1 will also save you some time in daily life so you can relax and do the things that matter the most. Controlling Nereo 1 is so easy. You can teach the robot what you want it to do just by moving it with your hands. Want to use a gamepad? Here you go. You can use the mobile and web applications to have more control over the robot and control it from a remote place. Nereo 1 will be connected to the internet. Oh, and it means you can also get free software upgrades, and you can share programs with your family, friends, and other people around the world. We specially thought about makers and developers by making most of our code open source. STL files for 3D printing will also be released. You will be able to program directly on the robot, with many APIs and the source code. It's a great way to learn robotics and do useful stuff with Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and Robot Operating System.
We are passionate robot makers who want to spread the word with easy-to-use, low-cost, and useful robots.
Time has come for robotics to get out of factories and help people having a better life and a better technology education.
Please back us on Kickstarter to help bringing accessible robots to everyone.
And thank you for your support.
This is Control, the robot. It has the same DNA as sophisticated $100,000 industrial robot arms, elegantly reduced down to desktop size, and made as affordable as a coffee machine. Now, anyone can own their own robot. Just plug in a laptop and take control. With a full range of articulation through 6 axes, Control's uses are as unlimited as your imagination. From teaching your children to code through play, to clever applications for small business, to science and education uses, Control the robot provides endless opportunities. It works right out of the box, and the completely open source interface means you can control it with your favorite programming language or simple conversational text commands. or use physical manipulation to teach it repeatable tasks. You can also connect multiple arms to work together. End-of-arm tools are easy to change and will be available for endless uses, including grips, laser engravers, suction pads, spray nozzles, 3D printing and more. With a camera, Control can also find and recognise. All users will be able to write their own applications and share the code globally, creating a database of Control the Robot programs. From creating a miniature factory for your business to raising the next generation of genius inventors, Control the Robot means anyone can now control a robot.
Maximo, the robot arm. Maximo comes with a free Robotic Studio license that allows you to control the arm and execute precise automations.
Accessible, fun and affordable, Maximo is great for beginners and experts.
We provide a simple step-by-step guide to help you build Maximo. Easy to put together, accessible and affordable. Maximo is a great way to discover robotics. The modular heads can be switched within seconds.
My goal was to create a robot available to everyone.
Help us make Maximo a reality and discover robotics with us. Maximo, the robot arm by InnoTechnics.